Hello, confidence builders. Ever feel like some people walk into a room like they own it, while you're over there triple checking your fly is zipped? What if I told you confidence isn't a personality trait? It's a skill you can learn. Today, we're unlocking top 15 habits of confident people that you can learn. From power poses to secret mindset shifts, these habits will make you stand taller, speak clearer, and finally stop apologizing for existing. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's turn I hope they like me into they better remember me. Oh, and don't miss 13. It's free, effortless, and tied to Nobel Prize-winning research on self-trust. Let's dive in. 1. Power posing, the Wonder Woman effect. Let's start with the ultimate confidence hack, power posing. Nobel Prize-winning research by Amy Cuddy found standing like Wonder Woman for just 2 minutes boosts testosterone, your boldness hormone, by 20% and lowers cortisol, stress hormone, by 15%. Here's my ritual. Before job interviews or big meetings, I duck into a bathroom stall and strike a pose. Result? My voice steadier, my thoughts clearer. One viewer wrote, "I power posed before a date and nailed the conversation." Science snack. Your brain believes what your body does. Fake it till you become it. Pro tip, try the CEO pose. Hands behind head, feet on desk. It's not just for villains. 2. Eye contact. Lock in, lean in. Confident people don't shy away, they lean in. A Harvard Business Review study found sustained eye contact increases perceived authority by 40%. My wake-up call. I used to stare at shoes during conversations. Now I aim for the triangle zone. Eyes, nose, eyes. One viewer raved, "I started this at work and got promoted." Science snack. Eye contact releases oxytocin, the trust-building hormone. Pro tip, pair with a slight head tilt to show curiosity, not aggression. 3. Practicing gratitude. Rewire your brain. Confident people know their worth, and gratitude helps them see it. A University of California study found writing 3 things you're thankful for daily rewires neural pathways to focus on strength, not weakness. Here's my ritual. Every morning, I scribble cozy socks, fresh coffee, or my dog's slobbery kisses. Small wins matter. One viewer wrote, "Gratitude journaling turned my anxiety into armor." Science snack. Gratitude lights up the brain's reward center, like a natural antidepressant. Pro tip, use a gratitude jar for kids or teams. 4. Setting boundaries. Protect your energy. Confident people say no without guilt. A Psychology Today survey found 70% of high achievers credit boundaries for their success. Here's my story. I used to say yes to every favor until burnout hit. Now I say, I'd love to help, but I need to prioritize X first. One viewer wrote, "I stopped late-night emails and my confidence soared." Science snack. Boundaries reduce resentment and boost self-respect. Pro tip, use I statements. I need to focus today. I'll help tomorrow. 4. Speaking clearly. Own your voice. Confident people don't mumble. They own their voice. A Stanford study found clear, moderate-paced speech increased perceived competence by 50%. My mistake. I'd rush words to sound smart. Then I tried the 3-second rule. Pause before speaking. Result? Listeners leaned in instead of zoning out. Science snack. Slow speech gives your brain time to organize thoughts. Pro tip. Record yourself reading aloud. Listen for clarity. 5. Dressing the part. Confidence starts with your closet. Confident people dress for themselves and the room. A Journal of Experimental Psychology study found wearing power clothes increased self-assurance by 30%. Here's my hack. I have a confidence uniform, a blazer that makes me feel like a boss. One viewer wrote, "I bought one suit and crushed my first client meeting." Science snack. Clothes signal identity. Wear what you want to become. Pro tip. Add a red lipstick or watch. Small details that shout, "I've got this." 6. Embracing silence. Let others fill the gap. Confident people don't babble to fill silence. A Forbes report found strategic pauses after statements make you seem 60% more authoritative. Here's where it gets personal. I used to panic if a silence lingered. Now I let it sit. One friend said, "You paused so long, I had to agree with your idea." Science snack. Silence triggers the listener's curiosity. They'll hang on your next word. Pro tip. Count to 3 before responding to questions. 7. Learning from failure, the growth mindset. Confident people don't fear failure. They study it. A Stanford study found those who reframe mistakes as lessons bounce back 50% faster. My ritual. After a pitch flopped, I wrote down what worked, what didn't, what's one tweak. One viewer wrote, I failed 10 times, then landed my dream job. Science snack. Neuroplasticity means your brain learns from setbacks. Pro tip, say, I haven't mastered this yet. 8. Cold exposure. The Nobel hack for alertness. Okay, this one sounds wild, but hear me out. Nobel Prize-winning research on cold adaptation found short bursts of cold, like a 30-second cold shower, boost brown fat, which sharpens focus and courage. When I had a big negotiation, I did a cold plunge. Result? I nailed the pitch and landed a $500 a month gig. One viewer wrote, I power pose and cold dip before calls. I feel unstoppable. Science snack. Cold exposure activates norepinephrine, a hormone that reduces anxiety. Pro tip, start small, splash wrists or take brisk walks. 9. Movement. Walk like you mean it. Ever notice how confident people move? A University of British Columbia study found upright posture with broad shoulders increases perceived confidence by 65%. Here's my hack. I walk into meetings like I own the place, even if I don't. One viewer wrote, I ditched my slouch and got promoted. Science snack. Movement signals control. Slouching tells your brain you're powerless. Pro tip, practice in front of a mirror. Stride with purpose, not speed. 10. Self-talk, your inner cheerleader. Confident people don't trash talk themselves. A Journal of Personality and Social Psychology study found positive affirmations increase performance under pressure. My ritual. Before presentations, I repeat, I've got this. One viewer wrote, I swapped I'm terrible with I'm prepared and crushed my interview. Science snack. Self-talk rewires neural pathways to expect success. Pro tip, use the third-person effect. Say your name, Alex, you're ready. 11. Asking questions. Show interest, not insecurity. Confident people know it's okay to ask for help. A Harvard Business Review study found leaders who ask questions are rated 35% more competent. Here's my ritual. Instead of nodding along, I ask, can you clarify this? One viewer wrote, asking questions made me look curious, not clueless. Science snack. Questions shift focus to the speaker. No spotlight on you. Pro tip, start with, I'd love to understand. 12. Focused listening. Confidence through connection. Confident people don't interrupt. They listen to learn. A MIT study found active listeners are rated 40% more trustworthy. Here's my hack. I nod, mirror body language, and wait 2 seconds before responding. One viewer wrote, I stopped interrupting and now my team actually hears me. Science snack. Listening builds rapport. Confidence thrives on trust. Pro tip, mentally summarize the speaker's point before replying. 13. Visualizing success. The athlete's secret. Wait, Olympians do it, CEOs do it. Why not you? A sports medicine study found mentally rehearsing success increases real-world performance by 30%. Here's my ritual. Before big calls, I visualize crushing it. One viewer wrote, I imagined acing my audition and got the role. Science snack. Visualization primes your brain to act decisively. Pro tip, add sensory details. Smell, sounds, even your heartbeat. 14. Celebrating wins. Small is big. Confident people don't wait for promotions. They celebrate every win. A Psychology Today experiment found celebrating progress boosts motivation by 50%. Here's my hack. I keep a win jar with sticky notes. One viewer wrote, listing tiny wins made me realize how unstoppable I am. Science snack. Dopamine spikes from celebration fuel long-term confidence. Pro tip, share wins with a friend. They'll cheer you on. 15. Practicing assertiveness. Speak up without apologies. Confident people don't shrink to avoid conflict. They communicate assertively. A Journal of Personality and Social Psychology study found assertive individuals are perceived as more competent and respected, even when disagreeing. Here's my ritual. I used to say, I'm sorry, but, before sharing ideas. Now I say, I'd like to propose. One viewer wrote, I stopped apologizing for my opinions and started getting taken seriously. Science snack. Assertiveness balances aggression and passivity, key for healthy relationships and self-respect. Pro tip, use I statements. I feel, when, I'd prefer. Which habit will you try tonight? Let me know in the comments. I love hearing your wins. Smash that subscribe button if you're ready to own your worth, and tap the bell so you never miss a tip. Until next time, remember, confidence isn't born, it's built, one habit at a time.